Alright. It is time to start the quote-unquote final campaign for the Frozen Throne, with the exception of the bonus campaign involving Rexar and the Horde. But I believe originally this was the actual final campaign, since this is going to wrap up some things here, setting the stage for what happens later on in WoW, where we are now going to see the transition now involving Arthas, Death Knight Arthas, making his way to Icecrown and becoming the next Lich King, but that's later on. This also is going to have development of a few other things, but we'll discuss it as we go along. Chapter 1. King Arthas. At the capital city of Lordaeron, near the ruined palace gardens, Archimonde's pet dreadlords discuss their current plans for the Scourge. Little note, it has been a little while since the last video I made, so there have been, I believe, a couple of patches for this. So if things either run a little differently or look a little differently, that may be it. I did also kind of mess around with some of these settings beforehand, so yeah, just to let you know, like, some time has passed since the last video, just FYI.
It's been months since we last heard from Lord Archimonde. I grow tired of watching over these rotting undead. What are we still doing here?
We were charged with overseeing this land, Anub'arak. It is our duty to remain here and ensure that the Scourge is ready for action.
True, though we should have received some kind of orders by now.
The Legion was defeated months ago. How could they not know?
Impossible to say, but the longer they remain in command, the more they run the Scourge into the ground.
What? Who could possibly...
Greetings, Dreadlords. I should thank you for looking after my kingdom during my absence. However, I won't be requiring your services any longer.
Prince Arthas.
This land is ours. The Scourge belongs to the Legion.
Not anymore, demon. Your masters have been defeated. The Legion is undone. Your deaths will complete the circle.
Never. This isn't over, human.
We knew you would return to us, Prince Arthas.
I have returned, Lich, but you will now address me as king. This is, after all, my land. Now we must secure the kingdom by scouring the last remnants of humanity from it.
But my king, the humans have begun to abandon their villages. They are fleeing to the canyon passes. If they escape into the mountains, it will be impossible to hunt them all down.
Then we must slaughter them before they escape. Their deaths will be a fitting tribute to Ner'zhul.
My life for Ner'zhul. So yes, hold on. Before we get underway here. Remember those names of those Dreadlords. Those are three notable names. Mainly Balnazzar and Varamathras. Anub'arak, I mean, he kind of comes up later, but he's not really as important as Balnazzar and Varamathras. Those two will be notable Dreadlords going forward in the future. Also, you can also see that this was something that, obviously, they have changed for this. But back in the original version, remember, Sylvanas was just a Banshee model back in Reign of Chaos. Here in Frozen Throne, they now had given her a new unique model that would kind of carry over into WoW, with her having her ranger body, but now in a more kind of undead banshee looking form. So yeah, this was basically the start of now, hey, let's make Sylvanas an actual character that we carry on, because I guess some people may have liked how she was in Reign of Chaos, and thus when they got to Frozen Throne, they were like, you know what, let's make Sylvanas more of an actual character and give her more attention, a better model, and stuff like that. That's just how it feels, because when you look back at how she was just a Banshee model, just kind of a throwaway model in that one mission in Reign of Chaos, and then all of a sudden she comes back as a more relevant character here in Frozen Throne, I have a feeling that there was a reception towards Sylvanas' character that made the devs of this game go, okay, let's turn her into an actual character. That's just my hunch as to what went on behind the scenes, as it were. But yeah, Arthas also comes back going, hey, guess what? I'm actually supposed to be king. You know, I should be the one kind of reigning this place. And also note that Kel'Thuzad has no issues with this. The moment he says that, and he talks about we have to get rid of humanity in this area, he immediately addresses him as, but my king. It's just a little touch that he doesn't question it or anything, or doesn't stammer. He immediately is like, yes, my king. It's just that little, like, quick acknowledgement there, and kind of, you know, between the two characters, that Kel'Thuzad has no issues whatsoever acknowledging him as a king, or his king, even though really, when you think about it, the Lich King would actually be his king. But it also shows the amount of, I guess, respect that Kel'Thuzad has for Death Knight Arthas at this point. It's an interesting relationship right now that you're going to be seeing between Kel'Thuzad and Death Knight Arthas, especially in this campaign here. So I remember this mission and not liking it. I remember this was one of those missions I was like, oh gosh, seriously? Because you'll notice right away we have 3 heroes to control, but we also have 2 different sets of forces here with 2 different sets of resources. Kel'Thuzad's Scourge and Sylvanas' forces, along with Arthas' forces right down over here. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to make a save here. King Arthas. But yeah, we've got this area. This reminds me of that one mission from StarCraft where we had to have the Zerg prevent the Dark Templar from escaping Char. So, of course, I'm on story difficulty, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. So right now our main objective is to destroy the towns that you can see here. So, but we have to also make sure that no one escapes. So let's
tread lightly. I shall be your eyes.
Now, it doesn't look like... Well, maybe I can be able to actually work on stuff here.
Slaughter the humans before...
Aha! Look at them trying to escape.
No one orders me around.
Yeah, we should have no issues slaughtering these innocents. Oh, sorry. Alright, so those are my main forces there, and my main resources for this base. Which I guess, if I wanted, I could get some ghouls to work. Then over here I can also manage the base for Sylvanas. Of course she can train banshees, of course she can. And she's got quite a few banshees over here. And meanwhile up here, Kel'Thuzad, he of course can train some necromancers. So he's... By the way, note that each of them, well,
What is it?
Arthas and Kel'Thuzad are level 10. Just kind of note that. And then note that Sylvanas is level 2. Just take note of that.
We cannot allow the humans to escape.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine.
What does the shadow will?
Yes! Raise them! They shall be our minions.
Give the order.
She, of course, has Black Arrow. And Drain Life. She'll be able to learn Silence, upgrade her Black Arrow, and her Life Drain, and Charm.
We cannot allow the humans to escape.
Okay, so I guess I can't actually control her forces. No, never mind.
I'm here.
I can move them, but... Okay, that was weird.
I've no time for games.
I thought I couldn't actually control them.
I do.
Okay, never mind. We should be fine. So yeah, you can see the issue with this, with this mission here. That you have to make sure that you defend these so no one escapes, but you also have to go out and attack and destroy the towns. So yeah, it can be tricky. Especially when you don't have, you know, a necropolis or the, you know, necrolites in order to be able to summon more actual, you know, structures. So if I wanted to line this up with defensive structures, I don't really have the units to summon those.
Finally.
I'm gonna have this guy stay here.
Tread lightly.
Go out and attack. Aha!
Born hungers.
Yeah, I remember going, oh gosh, I have to defend this, but also go out and attack.
Hungers.
Like, holy mackerel. And then there are heroic units over here, like this paladin.
Arthas, you wear your father's crown as if you earned it. You may kill me, but my brethren will never stop hounding you.
I can't believe any of you survived the first purge. No matter. After today, your self-righteous order will cease to exist.
By the way, he comes back in Legion. If you play as a Death Knight and you do the quest to obtain the Frost artifact
Our
weapon.
brethren need assistance.
Though Kel'Thuzad's fine. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa.
In the Lich King's name.
There we go.
You called?
Okay.
Our forces are under attack.
Did you call? Alright, let's just kind of get more of these. There we go, just more, more!
No one orders me around.
1 of 9 obliterated.
Ah, at last.
Destroy the 3 altars. Yes, because now we must go slaughter the paladins. Remember, he said, let's wipe out humanity from this kingdom. Let's make it a kingdom of undeath.
We cannot allow the humans to escape.
Our brethren need assistance.
I'm listening.
Sylvanas is fine.
Why have I been silent?
She's okay.
Obey.
The shadows beckon. This better be good.
So, I can't line these up. I can't put a bunch of ziggurats just blocking this, unfortunately. But it can make more units.
What is it now?
Show me a target.
Our forces are under attack. The shadows beckon.
Us hear and obey.
Is there something amiss? We cannot allow the humans to escape.
Oh, they're fine.
No one orders me around.
Let my cries living.
Our brethren need assistance.
Come, traitor, and taste the wrath of the holy light.
Our brethren are under attack.
Yep, these names pop up in WoW later on, like I said in Legion.
Frostmourne hungers.
It's like, okay, I'll have some forces just kind of line up here and just kind of defend.
Shall serve.
My
Forces are under attack. Brethren need assistance.
The shadows beckon. This better be.
While the other hero units go out and be on the offensive.
I'm here.
Oh, your shield ran out. Poor you, Dagran.
Our brethren need assistance. Our forces are under attack.
Sylvanas has leveled up twice. Let's go ahead and buff those.
Stop.
And let's just have them kind of start to make their way over.
The shadows beckon.
Our brethren need assistance.
Cries,
Our forces are under attack.
The restless dead await.
No one
Our
orders
brethren
me
need
around.
assistance.
This is more like it.
We cannot allow the humans to escape.
Oh, I'm sure these banshees can handle it.
Our brethren need assistance.
Miss, 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 miss. Why are they missing everything?
Our forces are under attack.
Why have I been summoned?
Our brethren need assistance.
Okay, so this was a bad idea because they're apparently missing everything.
Our forces are under attack.
If it pleases you.
Our brethren need assistance.
What in the world?
That is your wish. Let my cries chill the living.
What is it now? Finally.
Our brethren need assistance. Summon more shadows.
Serve. What does the shadow will?
Our forces are under attack.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne
Our
hungers.
brethren need assistance.
Give the order.
I've been thinking.
The shadows.
Hey, Kel'Thuzad, you want to go join them?
That sounds logical.
Huh. That sounds
The
logical.
humans to escape.
Alright, I think these guys should be fine. Because then they can also turn them into their soldiers.
Our brethren are under assistance.
The dead shall
Look at that. Look at this army! Go! Attack! Destroy! Oh, Kel'Thuzad's in trouble.
Our brethren need assistance. Our forces are under attack. Summon more zealots.
Yes!
Our brethren need
The
assistance.
restless dead await.
Our forces are
The
under
shadows
attack.
beckon.
Just keep creating more. I'm gonna go ahead and actually add some ghouls here.
Our brethren need assistance. An allied hero has been killed.
Oh, Sylvanas died. Oh, poor thing.
Tread
Our
lightly.
brethren need assistance.
Yes! Fight for me, my army!
Stop them.
Dagran and Magroth. Oh, they keep respawning because of these structures.
Summon more zealots.
Cries
This
chill the
better be
living.
good. Our brethren need
You
assistance.
called?
The shadows beckon.
That sounds logical.
Summon more ziggurats.
Miss, but eventually he dies.
Our brethren need assistance.
Alright, so 2 have escaped.
Summon more ziggurats.
I think we're fine.
Has been killed.
Okay, so Arthas died. But that's okay, we can just get him back.
Summon
Let
more
my
ziggurats.
cries chill the living.
The shadows beckon.
In fact, go! Go, my abominations, go!
We do.
Show me a target. Give the order.
Summon more
I hear.
ziggurats.
The moment is upon us.
Our brethren need assistance.
Is there
The
something?
shadows beckon.
There we go, he's dead.
A fateful choice. Slaughter the humans before they escape.
What does the shadow will? Our brethren need assistance.
Show me a target.
The shadows beckon.
Okay, I think we have a pretty nice force here.
Tread lightly. Finally.
There we go. They ain't respawning anymore. Alright, now let's go.
Abandon Lordaeron, Arthas. We will never give up.
Ah, at last.
I'm
The
listening.
shadows beckoned. Our forces are under attack. Our brethren need assistance.
No one orders me around.
Our forces are under attack. Our brethren need assistance. The shadows
Is there
beckon.
something amiss?
Now we go try and finish off the rest of the forces here. Oh, I can't make any more.
Nearing the pass. Stop them.
Assistance. Our forces are under
We
attack.
cannot allow the humans to escape.
You called to me.
Our forces are under attack.
No! No!
I must.
Oh my goodness, seriously.
Our forces are under attack.
No more than 20 may escape. Okay, I should be fine.
Yes.
The pain is unbearable. What is happening to me?
Danger draws near. Power is fading. Time is running out.
King Arthas, do you need assistance?
No, the pain is past. But my powers are diminished. Something is terribly wrong here.
Shall we recall our forces?
No, I will finish the hunt. We'll solve this mystery once our business is done.
Our forces.
So take note, Arthas is now level 9. When he said his powers were diminishing, he wasn't kidding.
What is it now?
His power level literally drains.
Finally.
Our forces are under attack.
Give the order. Push the attack.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last.
The dead
Stop them before they reach the pass.
Our forces are under attack.
Hi.
Our brethren need assistance.
All right, everybody now just kind of converge on this final one over here. Ooh. Sasquatch Oracle.
Summon more ziggurats.
Huh. Ring of Protection.
Summon more ziggurats.
And that should do it.
No one orders me around.
So...
At last, the alliance is finished. Once we round up the last stragglers, we should be... not again.
It is I, the Lich King. Danger draws near the frozen throne. You must return to Northrend immediately. Obey.
My king, you are not well.
Take me back to the capital. I have a long journey ahead of me.
So, hi, Ner'zhul. Or rather, the first Lich King. So yeah, you're gonna see some carryover from what happened in the previous campaign. Interlude. A kingdom divided. The next evening, somewhere in the Tirisfal Glades, the Banshee Sylvanas arrives at a secret meeting.
Lady Sylvanas, we are pleased that you came.
How could I not? For some reason, I no longer hear the Lich King's voice in my head. My will is my own once again. You Dreadlords seem to know why.
We've discovered that the Lich King is losing his power. As it wanes, so too does his ability to command undead such as you.
And what of King Arthas? What about his powers?
Though his runeblade Frostmourne carries powerful enchantments, Arthas's own powers will fade in time. It is inevitable.
You seek to overthrow him, and you want my help to do it.
The Legion may be defeated, but we are the Nathrazim. We'll not let some upstart human get the best of us. Arthas must fall.
The Lich Kel'Thuzad is far too loyal to betray his master. But you, on the other hand...
Hate him. I have my own reasons for seeking vengeance. Arthas murdered my people and turned me into this monstrosity. I may take part in your bloody coup, but I will do so in my own way.
I, for one, do not trust her. Her heart is still elven. She will never side with us.
Don't be too hasty. She has great spirit, but her hatred for Arthas will ultimately serve our cause.
Agreed. Well, if that's settled, let the festivities commence.
So, a couple things real quick. First off, I'm not sure what the decision was to give these Dreadlords these particular variations on their models. For one thing, why does Vermothras have mutton chops? It's just out of nowhere. It just seems so strange to see him just with these mutton chops. And it's just kind of like, huh? You know? Also, the context of this conversation is interesting, considering the new lore that has been going on in Shadowlands involving the Dreadlords and their ties to Denathrius, Sire Denathrius and Revendreth, as well as the Jailer. It's very interesting, the context, when you think about these conversations that have been happening in this game involving the Dreadlords, when that lore has been added in Shadowlands, you know? It's very interesting in that regard. Obviously, they made this dialogue years before that ever came to be, but I would think that if the writers of Shadowlands were going to introduce that as part of the lore, they would have looked back at this dialogue and went, okay, let's try and see if we can have this included in a way that doesn't interfere with this. Otherwise, it then just becomes straight up a ridiculous retcon, like in Diablo, where it's like, oh, hey, that Dark Wanderer was actually the king's son. What? And then apparently none of us knew his name, as Deckard Cain said in the manual for D2, you know? And then you look back and you just go, huh? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways. And yes, Sylvanas. Yeah, I will do so in my own way, no matter how many innocents get in my way. But that's for another time. Like I said, I've never been in the Sylvanas fan club. I know some people out there absolutely love Sylvanas, but even back during this, I didn't like her. And this was kind of around the time where it was just kind of like, okay, you know, I understand what she's doing. I totally get it. And it's also interesting that she notes that because of what happened, that she can't hear the Lich King's voice in her head anymore. Which is a little debatable, but at the same time, the implication that the Lich King is actually losing his power at this point would kind of have that make sense. Even though later on in WoW, it's kind of shown that that probably is not the case, but anyway, you know, it's possible this was actually just kind of he made it where she couldn't hear him on purpose, which I kind of find it interesting, but anyways. Chapter 2, The Flight from Lordaeron. The next morning on the palace grounds, King Arthas and his majordomo, Kel'Thuzad, discuss the Lich King's dire warnings.
So the seizures have been getting worse?
Yes. With my powers drained, I can barely command my own warriors. The Lich King warned me that if I didn't reach Northrend soon, all could be lost.
Fear not, my king. Everything is being prepared for your departure. The ships are waiting at the coast, and...
There's been a change of plans, King Arthas. You're not going anywhere.
Assassins! It's a trap!
You should never have returned, human. Weakened as you are, we have assumed control over the majority of your warriors. It seems your reign was short-lived.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee! Escape from the city! I'll find my own way out and meet you in the wilderness.
All right, Lich. Good luck.
Again, note that interesting camaraderie there between Arthas and Kel'Thuzad. Alright, so we are going to be trying to help Death Knight Arthas, who, by the way, notice is now level 8. Again, carry over from the end of the last mission where he had that seizure, and it brings his level down. It's a really nice little gameplay story integration there, showing that as he is literally losing his power in the story, you're also losing his power in gameplay. It's really cool. I really like it. And we will be helping him escape to Northrend when we return. Stay tuned.